Why, why does she have a different frame on things? Why is she not agreeing with me? Why does she not want to move forward together? Why is she rewriting history? Why am I seemingly crazy, or is she crazy, or are we both crazy? What's going on? On today's The C Note Show, we talked about don't project your own sense of morality onto her. And also don't project what you expect that you would do onto anyone else, especially your spouse or your soon to be ex or the co-parent in your life or other women. Definitely men and women are not the same, right? We're equal and we both have value, of course, disclaimer, but we're not exactly the same. We don't look at sense of morality in the same way. One gentleman, Patrick from New Zealand, on our call said that men have a collective sense of honor and a woman has a individual sense of integrity. And I love that frame on that. The man, the sacred masculine, the let's say positive aspect of the masculine is looking at the whole, the provider, the protector, the step in front of the saber-tooth tiger, right, to fight the dragon, while the sacred feminine is wanting to flourish love and connection and community within us. So we have our nice guy crap, and she has her stuff, and we're human when we all have stuff. The big mistake, one thing that causes a lot of anger, which was one of the posts we read on the C Note Show today, was because the man was expecting his soon-to-be ex to act as though he would have acted. In other words, he's projecting his sense of morality, his sense of what he would have done onto her, and it's making him angry. So Cynthia, we talked about this. This is a much deeper subject that we've been unfolding on the C Note Show and in our coaching and in our coaching groups, our relaunch groups. So for today, what would you like to bring to the gentleman who's watching this right now? Don't project your sense of morality onto her. Why is that a new concept that he needs to consider, to not project his own self onto her? What happens for the man that you see, the men that you coach? What do you see happens for them if he has so much expectation that she's going to do what he thinks that she should do? What happens from there, please?
I think what happens there, and women do this too, I mean, they project their sense of what it means to be in relationship and have emotional connection and seen and heard. Men, anytime we are taking what we believe is the one way to do things and put it on someone else, and then they misbehave and disrespect that and don't follow those expectations, it causes us incredible anger, rage, pain, disbelief. And we're in that agonizing place of wanting, if we could just make that other person act the way we want them to do, then everything could be okay and we could move on or the relationship could work. So to take a step forward on that, I think it's recognizing that, you know, the women in your life, whether you're in a relationship now or you're no longer in relationship, there's to take her actions, her beliefs, that it is based on her sense of integrity, what has caused her pain, frustration, and how she's acted to secure a sense of safety. And that doesn't mean it's the right way. It doesn't mean it's the honorable way or in tune with the collective need, but it is something evolutionary and intrinsic to her that she's acting upon, not so much out of her deciding to be irresponsible or disrespectful. So sometimes changing that frame can help us disconnect from someone else's behavior, lead better because we're not judging, but we're going, oh, this is how this needs to be led in a different direction. And if the relationship's ended, we're not left waiting for the other person to fulfill, well, that honorable statement or that owning of wrongdoing that's keeping us hooked into them.
Yeah, those were huge topics. If you didn't catch that, rewind the past 30 seconds. Big thing. She wants you to lead. We, as the sacred masculine, need to learn how to lead better. The skills of that, the emotional control, the why. Why are you leading? What's the purpose in the relationship? Okay, so I'll give you a cherry on top of how to look at this so that you're not quite as effective. So you don't take things quite as personally here in a second. If you're not joining us live on the C Note show every single day, you are missing out. Connections with men literally all around the world, New Zealand, Spain, the UK, all around the United States, all over the place. Join us Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. Mountain Standard Time to noon, 11 a.m. Mountain Time, to join us for that camaraderie, to get your questions answered, get more love, kisses, sex, and affection in your intimate relationships, and be on fire as a man. Turn up that furnace in your chest. So the cherry on top is you have to consider her and you. And then there's this, like I said, interstitial space. I talked about this on today's show as well, of the relationship. And if her waves are smashing into you personally, if what she's doing is hitting you personally, and you're not filtering that as a man with these skills through the lens of that's the third entity, the relationship, if you're not considering what she's doing through the lens of the relationship, then you're taking things too personally. Carl Jung would call that the high chair tyrant, the little boy BS that's coming up that you haven't learned how to deal with, the entitlement, the nice guy narcissism. If you're dealing with that, come join us. We have free stuff on our website, greatmenmovemountains.com. We'd love to see you in our Facebook forum and on the C Note show. Love to see you there. Cynthia, thank you so much.
Okay, thank you.
Go move mountains one step at a time.